What's going on, everybody? Dem Boys back at it. This is going to be part 2, the deep dive into our single back wing slot inside crossplay. So we're going to go over every different coverage type. You will absolutely learn some things about how different coverages work. Views, likes, comments are going to tell me if I'm doing this the right way or if we're going to get a little abridged version on the end of the normal video. How we're going to go ahead and proceed as I dial this in to get it perfect for y'all. Anyways, let's get right into it. So first things first, we're going to show you with quarters coverage. Typically, you'll see match in. If there's no match, you might see them get, burned like you saw in part 1. But when they have match in, there's a few different ways you can handle this. We can, if we're doing the setup where B is on a slant, this is a good setup. Now, what you're going to note is I'm typically going to be looking between B and A to see if I can get somebody going the wrong direction in the middle, or if the match principles maybe allow A to leak out the backside. If the user heads over there, I'm going to go ahead and hit Y. So I'll show you how this will look. So you see match didn't pick up A, B's open, Y's open. We'll go back and check out the replay real quick. First, we're going to go ahead and focus on the tight end and the receiver coming across. So this will happen frequently with match. He picks him up and there's just nobody left over here. So you can sneak out the backside. The slant will usually beat the match anyways. And then as well, you're going to have your running back wide open. You can go ahead and pass lead that in a bit. And you can see where cover 4 is going to have a heck of a time with that setup. Next thing you could do against cover 4, if you have the ability with Hot Route Master, you could take B and put him on a corner. Then, of course, we'll set up our B. And now we're just going to create a little high-low between B and A. And it's just a matter of, are they playing a purple or hard? What's the depth? And that's going to decide B or A. If the user runs over there to take that, then you're just going to go ahead and hit Y. But you're going to see how B is going to come open, again, due to match principles. The outside corner is going to follow the post. And that safety is, I got sacked right away, but you can see that safety, if you pass lead that out, just isn't going to get out there quick enough. If the flat drops back on that, then you're just going to take the tight end on a crosser. If we go with this setup, you will again end up with a high-low between B and A, with the match principles potentially getting lost on A. And if the user takes that side of the field, then you're going to go ahead and hit Y. So it should look pretty similar. So it kind of just ends up being like man, in essence, coming across the field. You have a good enough tight end, he's going to go ahead and get wide open for you. If they come out in cover 3, I'm going to show you the beater right away off rip. So whichever your tight ends you can put on a flag, you'll put on a flag. You're going to block Y, you'll have your other tight end on a drag. That's really it. So pretty simplified setup. And we're going to go ahead and just watch the beater. So I will spy those guys so I don't get hit. But you're going to see this beater comes open, like open. Not a super difficult beater to hit. That type of a route combo is absolutely phenomenal against cover 3 with those short flags and the deep post there. Now, if, say you're running this type of a setup, really pretty similar principle, except what you could have, and honestly I would probably out. This is where the cover 3 as opposed to a zig, I would really run this with an out. And you'll end up having that post right there on the cover 3. And that's why I like B on an out, is it kind of clears that post a bit. And A just kind of will bring him open, so you can see it looking a bit like that as well. As far as this setup goes, you're going to be looking for Y or RB. That's obviously not as good of a setup against cover 3. So do note that's not the best way to go when you see cover 3. If they come out in cover 2, I'm going to give you one alternate setup to start. What I'll do is I'll take B and I'll actually put him on a hot routed out. And then we'll set up the other side the same as we always do. But if they're not playing a deep blue, that out will glitch their mid read. Go figure, but it will. And he just comes wide open behind it. Stupid, right? But it's a thing. Otherwise, this is how this guy would look. If I throw this, I'm most likely looking for B, Y, or RB if the corners were dropping back too far. You can see B's open, Y's open. Those are going to be the most likely things to come open in that scenario. So just to show you how it would look against this type of a setup, you're probably going to be looking for A, potentially B early, Y, RB again if the corners are dropping back too deep. So you got the quick slant right there. You have A coming under. That's fairly self-explanatory against cover 2. So if they come out in man, the first thing you need to understand is this backside RB and Y route combo really loses its effectiveness quite a bit. So if I think they're in man, that's where if I have the ability to run this setup, I'm going to run something like this. And just kind of create some high lows. I could maybe even block him if I'm worried about a man blitz. And you'll see how this will work out. We're going to go back and watch the replay, and I want you to see what all comes open and how. So, Zig, obviously a man beater, depending on the abilities on their corner and how good their corner is. So you can get them out there, and that can create some nice rack ability. This post is, in fact, a man beater. Even if they don't press, that will beat man coverage, as you saw earlier. And we've now got, a real nice man beater over here. So what we have happen, right, is guys kind of get jammed up on each other. And if that doesn't happen, odds are then this guy on the post gets open. Or they both just get open anyways, especially if you have, say, matchup nightmare on them. That would crank this up a notch big time. So your other option would be to create some type of a concept like this. You could go ahead and block Y. And you just start trying to create high-lows dragging across the field either which way. So if they have like purples in, you're trying to get under or over them, or, run everything across, run some picks, like it happened there. So I'm going to need some feedback from y'all on this one. How helpful was this? Could just be a like, right? Smash that like, comment, subscribe. If I get a bunch of new subscribers after this, I know y'all found it helpful. Damn boys. Peace.